Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be looking at a stock, going through basically a stock review process to look at if a company is worth investing in. Today I'm going to be looking at a company called ConocoPhillips, and their ticker symbol is COP. So let's take a look at an article. We're going to look at an article that an analyst has done, and then we're going to look at the website, and if we have any time left over, we'll look at the stock and some of the stock history. So first we'll go in and check out the article. Okay, this oil stock just raises dividend again. ConocoPhillips is starting to become an income growth machine once again. While the U.S. oil giant has a blemished dividend history after slashing its payout two-thirds in 2016, the company restarted its dividend growth engine last year. It has now boosted its payout 3 times in less than 2 years and appears as if it has plenty of fuel to continue expanding the payout, making it an appealing dividend growth stock for income investors to consider. ConocoPhillips has divided investors' dream stock for more than a decade. Up until 2015, the company increased its payout 15 times, quadrupling the payment from 2001 to 2012. Those generous increases helped push its yield well above 4%, which has more than doubled what the S&P 500 offered. However, all that came crashing down after the oil market downturn, when the company slashed its payout to preserve cash. The company has started making amends with income-seeking investors in recent years. It began increasing its payout last year, giving investors 6% raise as part of a new strategy to reward them through both dividend and a stock repurchase program. That was a key point in my last video, or actually in the video for how stocks earn income. What you want to look for is a stock that has dividends and a repurchase program, because that way you're getting capital gains through the repurchase program, and you're getting income through the dividend. Okay, continuing on. ConocoPhillips gave its payout another lift in early 2018, this time 7.5%, and recently boosted its dividend by another 7%. Its third increase in the past 2 years. Wow. In addition to that, the company has steadily increased its stock buyback program, going from an initial plan to buy back $3 billion of its shares up to its current $15 billion authorization. That's enough money to potentially retire 20% of its outstanding stock from its 2016 level. Wow, retiring 20% of the outstanding, that's a pretty big, that'll be a pretty big gain, capital gain on the stock, taking away 20% of the supply. Okay, trying to get through this quickly. Putting a priority on paying investors. ConocoPhillips' aim going forward is to consistently return money to investors via a combination of dividend increases and share repurchases. Overall, it's planning to send back 20 to 30% of its annual cash flows, with the potential to return more via its share repurchase program during periods of higher oil prices. Meanwhile, it's investing to increase those cash flows by at least 10% compound annual rate. So greater earnings is always good for a company. By focusing on developing its highest return projects. That growing income stream, combined with the falling share count, positions the company to continue increasing its payout. Awesome. Okay, then it compares it to some. You have to look into when looking at a company. It's always good to look at some of its peers, and so here is going to start talking about other players in the market. So EOG Resources. These are all also potential stocks to invest in. Devon Energy, DVN. There's Anadarko Petroleum, APC. They're all doing, the market is doing very well. So, actually, EOG is probably the leader of uh, oil companies that do the exploration. So EOG is probably top dog, and then ConocoPhillips, which is the one we're reviewing now, Devon Energy, and this other ones. Okay, so oil stocks could be great dividend stocks going forward. ConocoPhillips and its oil producing peers are working hard to regain the trust of income seeking investors. While the company and most of its peers currently offer below average yield, they appear poised to become more appealing over time as these oil companies continue scaling their dividends up in the coming years. That dividend growth has the potential not only to turn them into higher yielding stocks, but when adding in the upside from oil prices and their buyback programs could enable investors to earn a compelling total return in the long term. So this is very, very good. Okay, so next let's take a look at their website, the company website. ConocoPhillips. We explore for, develop, and produce crude oil and natural gas globally. Here you can see the stock info. $79, up 1.43% today. Recently, this was at 69, and I had some shares, and when it went up to 74, and I sold it. But the prices continued to go up all the way to 79, so that's good. And here is their a recent announcement on October 5th. ConocoPhillips announces increase in quarterly dividends. So let's take a look at this, and we'll see what they are talking about. ConocoPhillips today announced a quarterly dividend of 30.5 cents per share, an increase of 7%, baby. Woohoo! Payable December 3rd, 2018 to stockholders on record at close of business on October 15th. So if you want some of this payout money, you can still invest before the 15th. Today is the 9th, so you got this week to get in on this, and that's what I plan on doing. I plan on buying a few shares and start building up my position here. This is all looking very good to me. Here's what they say. Today's dividend action is consistent with our strong operational performance, our focus on margin and cash flow expansion, and our commitment to a differentiated, returns-focused value proposition, under which we return a substantial percentage of our cash flows to shareholders through dividends and share buybacks, said Ryan Lance, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of ConocoPhillips. The timing of this action coincides with the regular Board of Directors meeting that includes our annual strategy review, therefore better integrating our planning process. Looks so good. ConocoPhillips, here's about the company, is the world's largest independent E&P company. It's exploration based on production and proved reserves, headquartered in Houston, Texas. So, yep, looking very, very good. I like this a lot. So, yep, their website looks pretty decent. Got a good review. Is that enough to start earning, or throwing your earned money into the stock and taking a vested interest in the company? Well, let's look at some of the history of ConocoPhillips. I think we got time, so we will take a look. Okay, so here we see that the value of the stock is $79.40. That's how much it is to buy in. The 1 week in the green, 1 month in the green's gone up $8. Very nice. 3 months. Mostly it's from this growth right here. Maybe over here, has it been sideways for a long time? Nope, still going up. Okay, so it's not until we get to the 5-year view that we saw that oil market downturn and stabilized, I'll say right here, in April of 2016. So past 2 years, they've been hard at work and they rebounded in their value. So this all looks very good. Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. So you can see that I did buy in on August 15th and then sold it a couple weeks later for $4 profit. Had one share, and yeah, if I would have kept it, it would be at that $79 mark. Yeah. So I think this is just turning into a, if you buy in, there's a good chance it could not really increase in value, but from what's been going on from the year, everything from now back to the last year has all been positive growth. This stock is probably going to go up to $100, maybe $130 top end. Like it's like the number one EOG. So this is looking very good. I think I'm gonna see what I can put into the stock. But yeah, I'm just gonna close out with the video here. I don't want to make it too long. I got more updates to put out there. But yeah, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you have questions. I'd love some feedback. Right now I'm getting a lot of my input and from a group discussion. There's a lot of content about what people are talking about, but yeah, if you'd like to get involved, I highly encourage it. And thank you so much for stopping by. I'll talk to you later.